Hello ladies and gentlemen, subscribe Astro Sundar and press the bell icon. Today we are going to see the color you pick will reveal your true personality. Most people have a favorite color. For some, the color they prefer changes with time, while for others, it can remain the same for a very long time. Many scientists have proven that colors influence us in subtle way by stimulating perceptions that are not obvious. For example, the taste of food. According to color psychology researchers, colors can be also used as placebos. Apparently the color of your pills can make you feel differently after taking it. Here we go, pick your favorite color. If your favorite color is black, prestige and power are important to you. You are independent, strong-willed and determined, and like to be in control of yourself and situations. As a lover of black, you may be conservative and conventional. Black is restricting and contained. With black as your personality color, you may be too serious for your own good. Bring some color into your life to lighten you up. Life should be fun. You may appear intimidating to even your closest colleagues and friends, with an authoritarian, demanding and dictatorial attitude. As a personality color black, you are non-emotional and give the appearance of a dignified and sophisticated person who is in total control. This is often a front, as you may feel quite insecure in the company of sophisticated and cultured VIPs and upper class people. You like to keep people at a distance, guarding your emotions and creating an impenetrable barrier between yourself and others. With a personality color black, you may be looking for protection from any negativity that surrounds you. You may wish to create an aura of mystery and intrigue, as in the sexy black negligee. You may be going through a stage of self-denial, not allowing pleasure and joy into your life. You hold things inside and are not good at sharing yourself with others, possibly out of fear. You are methodical in your work, making sure everything is completed as required, down to the last detail. It may be a color of comfort to you, allowing you to retreat and hide from the real world. You may be a teenager or young adult hiding behind black, while searching for your own identity or your own true colors. You may be rebelling against society or your family. You may have lost sight of your direction in life and are going through a very negative phase. You may be suppressing your own desires and aspirations. You may be retreating behind black during a difficult time in your life, such as a serious illness or a period of grief. Black protects, allowing for a deep inner healing without interference from others. If your favorite color is blue, if this is your favorite color, you are conservative, reliable, and trustworthy. You are quite trusting of others, although you are very wary in the beginning, until you are sure of the other person. At the same time, you also have a deep need to be trusted. You are not impulsive or spontaneous. You always think before you speak, and act and do everything at your own pace in your own time. You take time to process and share your feelings. You are genuine and sincere, and you take your responsibilities seriously. Having a personality color blue means you have a deep need for peace and harmony in your everyday life. You don't like having your feathers ruffled. You would benefit from daily meditation and quiet time for reflection, introspection, and self-discovery. You appear to be confident and self-controlled, but may be hiding your vulnerable side. Being a personality color blue means you are generally fairly even-tempered. Unless your emotions take over, then you can become either moody and over-emotional, or cool and indifferent. You are sensitive to the needs of others, and caring with your close circle of friends. While you are friendly and sociable, you prefer the company of your own close group of friends. You are a rescuer and love to be needed, but one of your lessons is to learn to love yourself first. You live from your heart and are always busy putting the needs of others first. You can be rigid. You like to stick to what is familiar to you, and it is hard to sway you from your path. You stubbornly do things your way, even if there is a better way. You need to have direction and order in your living and workspaces. Untidiness and unpredictability overwhelm you. You don't like to draw attention to yourself. You prefer to be in the background. While you don't like to have discord or conflict in your life, you are often the cause of conflict with others. You can be quite manipulative, but in a very subtle way. You make a loyal and faithful marriage partner, and you are an honest, trustworthy and sincere friend. You form strong attachments, but risk a tendency to become codependent. You can be quite emotional, aware of others' feelings and sensitive to the moods of others. As a personality color blue, you are sentimental and love things from the past. You cry easily at sad movies. You compare the present to the past, looking to authority figures, parents, bosses or other leaders, to support your beliefs about the world. You are approachable and friendly, always making people feel welcome in your life. You have a thirst for knowledge, in order to gain wisdom, and appear knowledgeable in whatever area interests you. You are spiritual or religious with a high degree of devotion to family, God, or other causes that are important to you. You can be too cautious and worry about every little thing. If acting negatively, you are prone to self-pity. If your favorite color is brown, you are honest, down to earth and wholesome, salt of the earth people with both feet planted firmly on the ground. You are steady and reliable and quietly confident. You are friendly and approachable, genuine and sincere. With a personality color brown you have a keen sense of duty and responsibility. You take your obligations very seriously. You are a homebody, family, and family life is extremely important to you. You like physical comfort, simplicity, and quality. You are a loyal and trustworthy friend, supportive and dependable. You are sensitive to the needs of others, and sensitive to criticism by others. If you are a personality color brown, you are sensual, warm, and supportive. Others are comfortable in your presence and find it easy to open up to and confide in you. You are hardworking, industrious and reliable. You take life seriously, but have a subtle dry sense of humor. You like a structured life with everything in its place, although you are not a perfectionist by any means. You are materialistic, appreciating quality in everything, a comfortable home, the best food and drink and loyal companionship. You may suppress your emotions at times, retreating from the outside world. You tend not to be carefree and spontaneous. You prefer to know exactly what is going on before you commit. No surprise parties for you. You feel uncomfortable about losing control, but will work hard to change a situation that seems unjust or unfair. You have a strong need for security and a sense of belonging, which is why your family is so important to you. You often see life as a struggle, believing that life wasn't meant to be easy. You can be quite contemplative, working out problems, and becoming quite absorbed until you find a solution. Others are drawn to you when they need comfort and support. You have a warm and encouraging manner that gives reassurance to others. You do everything in moderation and with restraint, no overindulging for you. You tend to be quite frugal. You don't like to waste money or time on unnecessary frivolities or extravagances, but when you do spend, it is on quality. You prefer to stay in your own safe little world. You don't like your little world to be upset by anything. If your favorite color is gold, if gold is your favorite color, you radiate charisma, personality, and individuality, making others feel relaxed and valued in your company. You are a loving and compassionate person who shows great personal warmth to all you meet. Others feel empowered when in your presence. With your magnetism and your positive outlook on life, you draw people to you who aspire to your level of success. When living to the highest level of the color gold, you often exhibit great spiritual qualities, seeking and giving unconditional love and understanding to all you meet. As a personality color gold, you relish the attention, respect, warmth and friendliness that you tend to receive from others in return for your kindness, compassion and love. Anyone with a personality color gold loves luxury and the best quality in everything. Luckily, you tend to be very successful, seeking and acquiring material wealth throughout your lifetime. With gold as your favorite color, you appreciate life completely. With your optimistic attitude, you are not happy to passively sit back and wait for things to happen. You must be an active participant. As a personality color gold, you have a sophisticated approach to life with high ideals and standards. You know exactly what is right and what is wrong, and endeavor to follow the right. Wise and successful, yet practical and honest, you are achievement oriented with high expectations, dreams, and desires. With your leadership qualities, you love to share your wisdom and knowledge with others. You are reliable and genuine, trustworthy, and authentic. When living positively under gold, you have a cheerful, outgoing and friendly disposition, totally happy within yourself, and it shows. You tend to be a good listener and attract many friends, giving your warmth, friendship and love, as well as your time and energy, generously and unreservedly. You accept, respect and appreciate the worth and importance of those who become your friends. Unfortunately, you will also attract some false friends who are attracted to your success, wealth and charm. You are quite selective and discriminating when it comes to choosing a life partner. Quality is as important here as it is in the rest of your life. Your passion and enthusiasm can be your ruin as you take on too much, causing you to be stressed, anxious and overwhelmed. Of course, there are some who live falsely and negatively under the influence of gold, the fake golds. If living on a negative side of gold, you may find it difficult to trust others, and you may fear success and wealth. You may also have unreal expectations, fool's gold. Negatively, you may be overconfident, with a superiority attitude, and conceited with an inflated sense of self-worth. If your favorite color is gray, if this is your favorite color, you are neutral about life, often to the point of being indifferent. If you love gray, you are trying to protect yourself from the chaotic outside world, even to the point of isolating yourself from others, leaving you with the feeling that you don't really fit in or belong anywhere. As a personality color gray, it is important for you to maintain the status quo. You prefer a safe, secure and balanced existence, and never desire much excitement. You will usually compromise in order to keep the balance and stability you so desperately seek. You are practical and calm, do not like to attract attention, and are simply seeking a contented life. With gray as your favorite color, you are the middle of the road type, cool, conserved, composed and reliable. You tend to conform just to keep the peace. Being a personality color gray, you are attracted to this neutral, non-emotional color as it controls and contains your energy. You just don't show excitement or enthusiasm about anything much in your life. You are a hard worker who just gets on with the job that has to be done. You tend to be committed and loyal to your work, whatever it may be. You often add a splash of color to your gray look to show that you aren't all that dull. You tend to be indecisive, lacking confidence, a fence sitter who finds it difficult to make choices in most situations in your life. When operating from a negative perspective of a personality color gray, you will be restrained in your actions, often putting a pessimistic slant on things. You like to be in control of your emotions and avoid experiencing emotional pain by shutting off from your emotions. You may be feeling stressed and overburdened and looking for a rest, a break from the stresses of your everyday life. Gray will protect you. You tend to make fair and balanced judgments and may be a good critic because of your emotional detachment. You prefer to not get involved. You are quite independent and may be quite individual in your attitude. Although you lack imagination and creativity, this may give you a narrow outlook and may prevent you being open to new ideas and opportunities. The opportunities are there, you just have to embrace them. With a personality color gray, you may be a self-sufficient, unemotional, dedicated worker in your business life and a lonely, indecisive person in your private life. If your favorite color is green, you are a practical, down-to-earth person with a love of nature. You are stable and well balanced, or are striving for balance. In seeking this balance, you can at times become unsettled and anxious. Having a personality color green means you are kind, generous, and compassionate, good to have around during a crisis as you remain calm and take control of the situation until it is resolved. You are caring and nurturing to others. However, you must be careful not to neglect your own needs while giving to others. You are intelligent and love to learn. You are quick to understand new concepts. With a personality color green, you have a great need to love and to be loved, and you tend to wear your heart on your sleeve. You are an open book who doesn't hide his/her feelings. You have a need to belong. Greens are the joiners of social groups. You are at home in any social situation as you are gracious and well-mannered, knowing just the right things to say and do. You are a good citizen and like to be involved in community groups. You have high moral standards, and doing the right thing is important to you. You like to be accepted, appreciated, and admired for the good you do in the community as well as in your family life. You are a loyal friend and a faithful partner, gentle but not passionate. It is difficult for you to feel great passion as your need is for balance and peace, not action. Having a personality color green means you are strong-willed and do not like to be told what to do by others. You do like to win arguments and do not concede defeat easily. You can have a tendency to gossip, which is connected to your need to belong. You love food and find it hard to lose weight. With a personality color green, you are not a risk taker and not action orientated, rather more of an observer. You love to sit in a cafe and watch the world go by. You are business orientated and love to work in your own business. Money is important to you, but you are generous. Detail bores you. You process information quickly and prefer to develop an idea, organize a plan, and then delegate the rest to someone else. Ideas flow quite easily, but you are not good at executing them. You accumulate possessions, but they are usually of high quality and high price. You make an excellent counselor, psychologist, social worker as you are a good listener, and can view others' problems with empathy, clarity and a balanced analysis, seeing both sides, while showing respect and caring. The ability to put yourself in the shoes of others is one of your true talents, but you need to be careful you don't become so involved in others' lives that you become a martyr. You have to be careful not to become complacent and self-righteous, forgetting about your own dreams and goals. Greens are generally frank, community-minded people, fairly sociable but preferring peace at any price. You can be too self-effacing, modest, and patient, and run the risk of being exploited by others. You may appear to be innocent and naive, but you are actually quite streetwise and astute. You read others well, but often keep it to yourself. A negative side to the green personality is a tendency towards envy and jealousy. If your favorite color is indigo, with indigo as your favorite color, you are honest, compassionate and understanding. Integrity is extremely important to you. You need structure in your life, organization is important to you, and you can be quite inflexible when it comes to order in your life. Having a personality color indigo, you love rituals and traditions. You look to the past when planning for the future. You are conscientious and reliable, a good person to have around in a crisis. You may have a great need to acquire qualifications. Being a personality color indigo indicates you are hungry for the meaning of life. You may sometimes be moody and introspective. You operate beyond the normal senses of taste, sight, hearing etc. You love law and order. Justice is important to you. You'll defend people's rights until the end. You love creating drama in your life. You may be up in the clouds one minute and down in the dumps the next. You have trouble living in the now as your mind is always on the future. You have an addictive personality and may be a workaholic or addicted to other things. You may not trust very easily. You may be a show-off, as a dramatist. Performing and showing off comes naturally to you. You are intuitive and perceptive, relying on intuition rather than gut feeling. You can see beyond the normal senses. Service to humanity is one of your strengths and essential to your well-being. You are impartial and fair, defending the rights of others to the end. You can be quite the dramatist, making a mountain out of molehill when you are stressed. You can be narrow-minded, intolerant and prejudiced when living from a negative perspective. You can become fanatical and obsessive at times. Addiction of some sort is also a problem for you. This may be addiction to work, exercise, food or other substances. If your favorite color is magenta, with magenta as your favorite color you seek harmony and balance in every aspect of your life. Physically, emotionally, and spiritually, magenta helps to release old patterns of thinking and behaving that no longer serve you, helping you to grow and move forward to greater balance. With a vivid imagination and creative ability, you are a nonconformist who sees life from a different point of view. This will show up in artistic pursuits, or in the decoration of your own home. With magenta as your favorite color, you love to surround yourself with beauty as it inspires your creativity. A love of magenta means you are cheerful and optimistic, and love to motivate others to achieve their best. If magenta is your favorite color, you are a compassionate, kind and considerate person who tries to make everyone around you feel better. With your cooperative and supportive nature, you may work in one of the caring professions. You are spiritual but not religious. Personal and spiritual awareness and development are an important part of your life. With your spontaneous and impulsive nature, you show a lot of initiative in your everyday life. You can be quite resourceful when you need to be, despite being impulsive and innovative. With magenta as your favorite color, you do tend to be practical, with a great deal of common sense. You may be either over-emotional or under-emotional, and striving for a balance between the two. With a personality color magenta, you find pleasure in the little things in your life, and appreciate all that you have. As a lover of magenta, you don't like to be restrained or confined in any area of your life. You are a free spirit who dislikes the restriction of rules. Yet even though you are a free spirit, you live a very organized life. Being a personality color magenta, you have a good sense of humor, although it tends to be a little weird and offbeat. On a negative perspective, can become obsessive and possessive about the small things in your life. Little issues can consume you and make you needy and selfish. Your behavior may even become compulsive. If your favorite color is orange, with orange as your favorite color, you are warm, optimistic, extroverted and often flamboyant. You are friendly, good-natured and a generally agreeable person. You are assertive and determined rather than aggressive. Having a personality color orange means you are more light-hearted and less intense than those who love red. You thrive on human social contact and social gatherings, bringing all types together. As a personality color orange, you enjoy partying and socializing and planning all types of social events. Orange people are the life of the party, the uninhibited performer. You are often the loud talker in a group. While you are charming and sociable, you do tend to be a show-off. You get great satisfaction from helping others, and they find you inspiring with your vitality and positive energy. You are tolerant and accepting of others just the way they are. You are a people person, motivated by what others may or may not think, and always trying to keep up with the Jones. You need people around you. Being alone for too long makes you depressed, and you then allow negativity to engulf you. You are a free spirit who doesn't like to be tied down. You are not always loyal in your relationships and find it difficult to commit. You live your life based on your gut reactions. You are an adventurer. You love the outdoor life, camping, climbing mountains and indulging in adventurous sports such as skydiving and hang gliding. You are the daredevil, always looking towards your next challenge, your next great adventure. You enjoy being physically active, particularly in the outdoors, whether it's simply going for a walk or competing in high-level sporting competitions. You are full of life, always on the go, determined and competitive, always looking for new challenges, and this can lead to restlessness and impatience with others who do not have this need. Lovers of orange like to take risks in many areas of their life, particularly in the physical areas. They prefer to explore their outer world rather than their inner world. You may be lousy at housekeeping as it is not that important to you. You love having fun too much and don't like the mundane. A little dust on the mantelpiece is not that important to you. However, you love to cook. You move on easily from life's setbacks. Patience is not one of your virtues, and you can be quite forceful and domineering over others when under stress. You can be indecisive, inconsistent, and unpredictable. You may be an unkind practical joker. When operating from a negative perspective, a personality color orange can become aloof, egotistical, self-centered and uncaring. When feeling fearful, orange lovers feel it in their abdomen, as though it is tied in knots. If your favorite color is pink. If pink is your favorite color, you are loving, kind, generous and sensitive to the needs of others. You are friendly and approachable with a warmth and softness others are drawn to. You are the nurturers of the world. You love to give nurturing and to receive nurturing in return. With a personality color pink, you have maternal instinct, with a need to protect and take care of others. You also have a need for this caring to be reciprocated, as you do tend to neglect yourself in your determination to take care of the needs of others. You are very much in touch with your femininity. This includes men who are in touch with their feminine side. You are romantic and sensual and sensitive. With your optimistic and positive outlook on life, you see the good in everyone. You are methodical and organized, although you can sometimes be rather flippant when the immature girly side of pink appears. You are refined, reserved, calm and non-violent, which may give the impression of shyness. You have a naivety, sweetness, and beauty about you which can become girlish and immature in some. You have a youthful appearance, even into old age, looking younger than you really are, even to the point of looking dainty, frail and vulnerable. The challenge for you is to become more self-reliant and to learn to love yourself. Then love and acceptance will be returned to you multiplied. If your favorite color is purple, having either purple or violet as your favorite color means you are sensitive and compassionate, understanding and supportive, thinking of others before yourself. You are the person others come to for help. Being needed motivates you, but sometimes people take advantage of you. You are a gentle and free spirit. Your feelings run deep, and you can be quite sensitive to hurtful comments from others, although you would never show it. Being a personality color purple, you have a peaceful and tranquil quality and a quiet dignity about you. People are drawn to your charismatic and alluring energy. You are usually introverted rather than extroverted, and may give the impression of being shy, although this is not the case. You are creative, and like to be individual in most of your endeavors, including your dress and home decoration. You love the unconventional. You are idealistic, and often impractical, with a great imagination, dreaming of a future in an ideal fantasy world, where you exclude the ugly side of reality. You tend to look at life through rose-colored glasses. People who don't understand you sometimes think you are eccentric, because you spend so much time in your fantasy world. With your personality color purple, you inspire others with your creative thinking and your ability to deal positively with adversity. You are very intuitive and quite psychic, or at least interested in spiritual growth or the occult. You seek spiritual fulfillment. You look for the meaning of life. As a personality color purple, you are a generous giver, asking for little in return except friendship. You can be secretive, with even your closest friends not really knowing you well. If you constantly surround yourself with too much purple, you can become moody. If this is the case, balance the purple with some magenta. You dislike responsibility and have difficulty dealing with real day-to-day problems. You dislike being part of the crowd, wishing to stand apart from the mob. You like to be noticed for your individuality. You don't like to copy others, and you don't like them to copy you. You are a visionary, with high ambitions, dreams, and desires, and a compulsion to help humanity and to improve the planet Earth. You often hold positions of power, because you are visionary, but you delegate to others all the minor details that you aren't interested in. With a personality color purple, you like to have the best of everything, so you aim high. Being the free spirit you are, you love to travel to experience different cultures and meet new people. You are a good judge of character and sum others up quite quickly and accurately, although you usually see the best in everybody. Time means little to you, and you are often late for everything. You trust the flow of the universe to take care of everything. You need to be careful not to take on too many projects at a time, as you can become quite scattered in your thinking, resulting in stress and confusion. Meditation is a good activity for you to help you become centered and balanced. You can sometimes appear arrogant and conceited if operating from a negative perspective. You can be selfish and self-indulgent, as you don't like being imposed upon by others' beliefs and regulations. If your favorite color is red, having red as your favorite color identifies you as extroverted and optimistic, courageous, and confident. You are action-oriented and physically active. Sex is a necessity to you. You have strong survival instincts. With favorite color red, you like to be the center of attention. In fact, all reds crave attention. Other people are drawn to the vitality and sense of excitement you emit. As a personality color red, you are stimulating to be with, and you radiate a great deal of energy. You are ambitious and competitive, and like to be the winner. You are achievement orientated, and second place is not good enough for you. With you it is all or nothing. You usually gain the respect of others quite easily with your practical and grounded attitude and ability to set boundaries. Lovers of red are the explorers and pioneers of the world, the entrepreneurs and builders who like to be first in discovering new physical realms. If you favor the personality color red, you have a passion and enthusiasm for life and are not afraid to pursue your dreams and goals. You are impulsive. You should count to 10 before reacting to situations, as it is in these situations that your anger and aggression often appears. You are always in a hurry, wanting to do everything right now. Patience is not one of your strong points. You do not procrastinate. You never put off until tomorrow what you can do today. You are a hard worker when you have a personality color red, and you specifically enjoy physical labor and working with your hands. Red people can be aggressive and easy to anger, often exhibiting a violent temper. This is negative passion and energy. You flare up instantaneously, but calm down quite quickly once you get it out of your system, and then forget it ever happened. You do not hold a grudge. Lovers of red are probably not particularly spiritual or religious. However, if you do participate in religious activities, it is the physical customs and rituals that you are drawn to, the singing, communion and other rituals, organizing the church fete and other fundraising activities, the physical part of being there. Red people like to take care of the nuts and bolts, the nitty-gritty, the practical aspects and physical preparation of organizing an event. You have a strong need for power and control, which is connected to your basic survival instincts. You can be somewhat of a know-it-all, not wanting to appear unintelligent or ignorant. You are a good worker, although not necessarily a good boss. Your aggressive nature doesn't serve you well in management positions. Because you are action-orientated, you are good at meeting deadlines and getting the job done at the right time. You can be quite determined when you want something, but tend to have a short attention span, moving on to the next best thing. When you quickly get bored with the previous one, you want it all, and you want it now. With a personality color red, you may have an overactive ego and appear overconfident with a super inflated sense of your own worth. If your favorite color is silver, with a favorite color silver, you are intuitive and insightful, and have a strong connection with a higher spiritual guidance. You tend to be introspective, often preoccupied with your own world. In your search for meaning and fulfillment, you sometimes isolate yourself from others as you reflect and ponder on the deeper questions of life. If you love silver, you are imaginative and creative, particularly in expressing yourself with the written word. Making speeches, writing poetry and writing novels are three means of self-expression you may be drawn to, allowing you to satisfy your need to fantasize and reflect. With a personality color silver, you are open to trying new things and exploring any new opportunities that are presented to you. Change does not frighten you. In fact, you welcome it. Resourceful and flexible, and open to new possibilities, success often comes easily to those who love the color silver. You will try almost anything once. If living positively as a personality color silver, your wisdom, self-control, and sense of responsibility will usually assist you to make good decisions fairly quickly. However, if living negatively, you will find it difficult to make decisions, sitting on the fence as you waft between one choice and another. As a silver personality, you tend to have an understated air of sophistication, dignity, and classiness about you. With a combination of good looks, talent and personality, many would deem you to have luck on your side. You are gracious, gentle, and non-aggressive with strong values and morals. While you can be romantic and loving, you don't let your heart overrule your head in romantic matters. You can sometimes be moody as you are affected by the lunar cycle and the ebb and flow of the tides. Being a personality color silver, you are quite modern and futuristic in your outlook, rather than being sentimental and looking to the past for inspiration. If your favorite color is silver, you can be conceited and snobbish with a sense of superiority over others. From a negative perspective, you could be living a life of delusion and deception as you sometimes dwell in an unrealistic fantasy world. You will find both your negative and positive qualities reflected back to you time and time again, until you take action to change them. If your favorite color is turquoise, if this is your favorite color, you are friendly and approachable, easy to communicate with. You are compassionate, empathetic and caring. You have a heightened sense of creativity and sensitivity. You speak from the heart and love sharing your innermost thoughts. As a personality color turquoise, you usually have highly developed intuitive abilities. You seek spiritual fulfillment, and you are often an evolved or old soul. You are trying to create balance in your life as you swing emotionally from one direction to the other. Although presenting a cool and calm exterior and appearing to be stable and balanced, beneath the surface you may be in chaos, on an emotional roller coaster ride. With a personality color turquoise, you are self-sufficient, with good self-esteem and an ability to love and care for yourself. You are a clear thinker and good decision maker. You have good organizational and management skills. With a personality color turquoise, you make a good boss, as you tend to influence others, rather than be bossy and demanding. You are confident and find public speaking to be easy, with your ability to focus and concentrate on the most important things and your capacity for clarity of thought. Communication comes easy to you. You are good at multitasking. Focusing on one thing at a time bores you. You have strong powers of perception and can be selective and discerning, balancing the pros and cons of any situation, then identifying the best way forward. Your thinking can become scattered at times, particularly when you try to accomplish too much at once. This can overtire you, and you become emotionally out of balance. You can be self-centered, tuning into your own needs to the exclusion of the needs of others. You can be boastful and narcissistic, appearing egotistical and conceited. You fear being alone, and can become aloof and unapproachable when this occurs, making the situation even worse. You can be impractical and idealistic with an overactive mind, creating emotional imbalance. You need turquoise to bring you back into balance. If operating from a negative perspective, you may lack communication skills, have difficulty in expressing yourself, including your emotions, be unreliable and deceptive, have creative blocks, or be either over-emotional or non-emotional. You may be naturally drawn to turquoise when you are suffering emotional stress, as it is the color that controls and heals the emotions. This may be a temporary choice of a favorite color turquoise. If your favorite color is white, rarely is this color a favorite color from childhood. White tends to become a favorite at a time when you are going through a transitional period in your life, preparing for new beginnings, or seeking a new direction in one or more areas of your life. The following descriptions will apply to both those who love white and those going through a transitional time, although the latter may be a temporary display of the following qualities until the transitional period has passed. This transitional time may last 4 weeks, months, or years. Having a personality color white means you are neat and immaculate in your appearance, in the presentation of your home, and in your car, almost to the point of being fanatical. You have impeccable standards of cleanliness and hygiene, and you expect others to adhere to your high standards. You are far-sighted, with a positive and optimistic nature. You are well-balanced, sensible, discreet and wise. With a personality color white, you are cautious, practical, and careful with money. You think carefully before acting. You are definitely not prone to impulsive behavior. You tend to have a great deal of self-control. You are confident, poised and self-assured when at your most positive, but can also be very choosy and fastidious when the mood strikes. You can be very critical of yourself and others in your need for perfection, but you try to be fair and impartial as well. You are self-sufficient and a loner. You don't want or need help from anyone. However, you may also experience times of loneliness because of this trait. You may be wishing to create simplicity in your life. Perhaps a wish to recreate your childhood, lost youth and happier times in your past life. You can be quite sexually prudish with your need for self-control and perfection. You hide your flaws from others to give an impression of perfection. You may appear to be shy, but you do have strong beliefs about most things and love the opportunity to air those beliefs. The challenge for you is to be open-minded and flexible and to communicate your needs and desires. If your favorite color is yellow, you have a happy disposition and are cheerful and fun to be with. You are creative, often being the one who comes up with new ideas, an ideas person who needs others to bring the ideas into reality. You tend to have your head in the clouds much of the time. With a personality color yellow, you can be very critical of yourself as well as others. You are a perfectionist. You analyze everything, all the time, and are methodical in your thinking. With a yellow personality you are impulsive, and make quick decisions, but often, out of anxiety, jump into quickly, and rush things, rather than taking things at a steady pace. You have a strong independent streak in you, and are selective with your choice of friends, keeping a small group of close and like-minded friends, rather than being involved in team events or large social gatherings. You use your mind to achieve your goals, rather than your physical energy. You tend to hide your emotions, putting on a brave face in times of adversity. You are spontaneous. You are able to think quickly on your feet, and make instant decisions. You have a modern outlook. New technology doesn't faze you. You communicate well on a mental level with like-minded people, but can become bitter and sharp-tongued if crossed. You are good at networking and getting information out of others. Journalists often resonate with the color yellow. Although you find it easy to make money, you tend to spend it rapidly and unwisely. With a personality color yellow, you can be stubborn, but dislike pettiness and spitefulness of all kinds. You like to think you are intelligent and well educated, with knowledge about many topics. You are good at anything that involves the mind, rather than physical pursuits. Chess, crosswords, card games are yellow pursuits. You are a smart dresser and always dress to impress. You can be deceitful and stubborn, if living from a negative perspective. You can also be arrogant, pretentious, and snobbish.